Greetings members. I trust you're all well and ready to start the week. So if you're new on this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, set the notification bell, and like this video. Stick along until the end of this video to get the full analysis breakdown. So every week we analyze the charts just before the week begins, and then we prepare for the upcoming markets. I've just been busy for the past 2 weeks. But here you have it, guys. Without any further ado, let's move into the video. So first off, we'll be analyzing the US dollar index on the the weekly time frame. So I use the strategy, top-down, bottom-up strategy, whereby we analyze the markets from the higher time frame to the smaller time frame. On the bigger time frame, it allows us to see the big perspective of the markets. Currently, it's the 2nd of October, right? It's Monday, 2nd of October, just under 6 a.m. So on the weekly time frame, if you can see, we had a downtrend for quite some time. We had a channel 1, 2, 3. We had 3 touches. Price dropped for the last time. We had 1, 2, 3, and if you can see, the US dollar index was on an uptrend before, until it got beaten out, and then it went down and sold for a couple of, or maybe the whole year. But eventually this year around August, we seen price break out of the trend, and then even break out of the horizontal line. The previous high there, it broke out, and this acted as a neckline. We seen a candlestick pattern like the pin bar, so even buyers came in and bought, hence why currently price is up there. And it also broke the high at 105.520, and then all this is a pair correlation, as I always talk about on the previous videos, that pair correlation. When the dollar rises, the EURUSD sells, GBPUSD sells, or it declines, as well as gold. So go check your charts, guys. Gold has been negative for the longest time. Euro has been on a downtrend. GBPUSD has been on a downtrend. So whatever is happening here is also affecting the other pairs. Let's look at it on the daily time frame. Let's look at it on the daily time frame. 1 day. Okay, go. Yeah. So on the daily time frame, we can still see what's happening. We can still see that over here we might have this is a demand zone. This horizontal line at 104274 is a demand zone, because price impulsed and pulled back. Since then, we've seen buyers coming in. Every time price dropped, buyers came in. So even now, I think this let me do this. Let me zoom in. And currently I'm seeing that the previous week we seen an impulse out of the break, out of the high, breaking on this high, this previous high there, and then from there we seen a pullback. So I think buyers came in here. What we can wait for is, I think, more bullishness coming into the market. We'll start to buy when price breaks out, or just take the opposite direction on other pairs. So let me go on to the MetaTrader 4, and then let's see further this on how we can get to make use of this dollar analysis and make some profits. On the USDJPY, guys, on the weekly time frame, as I said, we analyze the market from the higher time frame to the smaller time frame. We've seen that price have been respecting this trend for quite some time, at least the whole year. USDJPY has been on a downtrend, but every time it gets at the resistance trend line, it sells, and every time it gets at the support of the trend line, it buys. So let's go on the daily time frame and see things from there. Still we have the same thing. So if take a look at the weekly, quickly, let's take a look at the weekly. So on the weekly, we have that high there, that candlestick that hit the high at 151.870. That's where we are approaching currently. That's our target for this remaining uptrend, right? So if you can see what I said about the dollar index, price dropped and buyers came in. Every time it pulled back, buyers came in. So currently the USDJPY broke out of the high. So you should take your buys. It's a buying opportunity. It's on a buy territory, and then we are definitely targeting the $151 region. So there you have it, guys. On the 4 hour, you can just do this. Take your order, maybe stop loss, place it below the previous demand zones, and then just look to take the analysis to refer to until it's completed. But from there, I think we'll be taking sell orders because there's a strong resistance there. Continuing, taking a look at the Euro USD on the weekly time frame. So if you can see clearly, the weekly has been on an uptrend. Here's the trend. Every time it got on the resistance zone of the trend line, it dropped, sold. Every time it got on the support level of the trend line, it bought. And then here we have our zones, horizontal zones. This is a daily horizontal. This is the target. Then hence why I put it there. This is a strong demand zone because the price never returned again to test this zone. I think that's where we are headed after the breakout. That's a monthly time frame horizontal line. Eventually the price broke out of the trend on the upside, and then it changed into a downtrend. For the past 5 months, we've been on a negative on the Euro USD. Now on the daily time frame, on the daily time frame, as you can see, price broke out of the demand zone, this low here, impulse, pulled back. That's why you could have took your sell, sold, pulled back, maybe take even another sell, and then we got a big spike. Currently we are pulling back and retesting, so maybe from here we'll look to sell. Let's go on a smaller time frame. So I think what's going to happen for this week, we have NFP, by the way, this week on Friday. I think a little bit of pullback maybe to the other area, then from there we'll sell, or regardless, maybe price could just drop, but already it's on a sell territory at a resistant level. So just make sure you take your sells. If you take your sells somewhere here, just make sure stop loss is above the demand zone or just above the previous high candlesticks. Now on the GBPUSD on the weekly time frame, if you can see, we had an uptrend on the GBPUSD for quite some time. Just after we finished with the sell, we started having an uptrend, and then lately we got a breakout out of the uptrend, and then it resulted in a sell. We've been selling for quite some time, maybe about 2 months, as well as I've been saying, looking at the correlation also from the dollar index, right? So on the daily time frame, if you can see on the daily, we broke out of the zone there at 1.25547. We impulsed. That was a key point. That was a key area. Sellers came in. Even position traders are holding. Position traders are traders who hold trades for weeks, months, and sometimes even years. You get someone holding a trade from that resistance zone. Imagine the lot size and the pips, guys. So it dropped and then pulled back again. You could have taken another zone sell there, dropped, corrected a bit, and then dropped to the huge impulse. Let's go on the 4 hour. So if you look at the 4 hour, we got a bottom, and then this on the smaller time frame, it's a inverse head and shoulder pattern. So you got is a reversal pattern, and it went to the previous resistance. 1-2 touches, failed to go up, and then now it broke, and it never tested. So this was a retest. So this was a pullback. So sellers are already taking trades here. Sellers took trades here. Let's see on the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, GBP tends to correlate on a later time, just after the other pairs. On this one, maybe we could go a bit up, and then from there you could sell. Maybe if price reaches the zone, you can take your sell, put your stop loss just above there, and then hold for maybe a couple of days. Or because look at the target. The target is here at $1.18 region. So imagine it's a swing trade. I'm a swing trader, hence why I'm advising on this one. Taking a look at the gold market on the weekly time frame. So the gold as well has been beaten up Gold was on an uptrend for quite some time with a nice bullish movement since 2022. The year 2022, we reached the peak of a high at about $2080 region, plus minus $2080 region. From there, we seen sellers coming in and price dropping. Price broke out of the downtrend, out of the uptrend with the impulse. Then you got a pullback, followed by sellers coming in. Firstly, impulse corrected, and now the previous week we got a big candle still on the downtrend. Let's look at the daily chart. So now on the daily chart, most people, I believe, they capitalized on this. On the daily chart, just the first touch, second touch, with this candlestick, you could have sold here and held. That could be your first take profit, second take profit, and then now you could be holding on a free trade. Let's look at it on the 4-hour time frame, but still it's confirmed that it's on a sell trend because of the pair correlation and the crude oil being positive. So maybe on the 4-hour we could get, because currently we're at the low, we might see a pullback testing the previous zone, and then from there we could take sell opportunities. I believe it's finding a low. It's finding a low somewhere here, because you buy low, you sell high. So this is not high. It has to come somewhere here before we sell. So that's what I think, guys, on the gold market for this week. Now, on the weekly market, on the Nasdaq has been on an uptrend as well for quite some time, and then eventually it reached a resistance zone or a strong supply zone. Then we got a sell. We got a price the previous week breaking out of the trend. And then now we're only experiencing a pullback. We got a breakout there. Sellers came in 2 days, they chopped the Nasdaq market, and then this we found a low. This is a low, strong demand zone. You found a low. Buyers since came in short term to come and eat some buy orders. And then on the 4-hour time frame, if you can see, this is a big correction. I think we're still on a ranging. See, we had a head and shoulder pattern reversal, inverse head and shoulders, went up, and then we got there, we sold again. Now we opened with a gap. Maybe I think we could just move up on the Nasdaq, just reach a high at 19,980. That's likely for sellers to be interested. Then from there we could drop, because currently or just around here, because already we are at the resistance. Because consider that price hasn't broke out of that. It broke out, but it's still below the high here, which is still making it a resistance zone. This is a strong resistance zone. We're on a sell territory, and price is going to close the gap. So if you're out to take your order, just put your stop loss just above the previous high, and then take your order. First take profit could be at $14,437 region. And let's see the long term on the daily. The long term trade take profit could be at 14,226. So guys, there you have it. This is all I have for you for this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and set the notification bell so that you do not miss the next video. Cheers and good luck.